Hi, this is Milind here. What we are going to do today is together we are going to discover a method for solving linear equations in two variables. So we'll take an example. 4x plus 2y is equal to 104 and 5x plus 3y is equal to 136. These are also called simultaneous equations, simultaneous linear equations, and we have to find the numerical values of x and y that satisfy both these equations. What we will do is we'll go step by step using concrete real life examples, and as we go through these examples you will find that you will soon get the confidence to arrive at solutions of such equations yourself. And whenever you feel that you can solve a particular scenario, you can just pause the video, solve it, and then verify your answers by continuing. So scenario 1. Children want to eat mangoes and apples. So mother goes to the market and buys 5 mangoes and 2 apples and pays 124 rupees. Father, while returning from office, buys 10 mangoes and 2 apples and pays 224 rupees. He buys the fruits from the same shop. So the equations we get are mother buys 5 mangoes and 2 apples for 124 rupees and father buys 10 mangoes and 2 apples for 224 rupees. So it should be noted that both did not check the rates of the individual fruits, and we are posed with the question of finding these rates. So for arriving at the solution, we will add another condition that mother feels that there are too many fruits and some fruits might get spoiled if they are not eaten immediately, and she wants father to return the quantity that she bought from his purchase. So can you think and check what would happen? So father returns 5 mangoes and 2 apples and he gets back 124 rupees from the shopkeeper because he is returning the fruit, so he has to get back 124 rupees. So effectively, how much is father's purchase? Initially he had bought 10 mangoes and 2 apples, and now he is returning back 5 mangoes and 2 apples. So effectively he is buying only 5 mangoes and he had paid 224 rupees and he is getting back 124 rupees. So effectively he has paid only 100 rupees. So these 100 rupees are the cost of the 5 mangoes. So 5 mangoes cost 100 rupees, so 1 mango would cost 20 rupees. Now to find the rate of apples, we just need to substitute this rate of the mangoes in one of the equations. So we use the second equation. So 5 mangoes would be 5 into 20 and 2 apples would cost 124. So from this we can find out that 2 apples would cost 24 rupees, giving 1 apple costing 12 rupees. So did you observe what happened? When we removed or subtracted in mathematical terms what mother bought from father's purchase, the apple part got eliminated. And that's why we could get the cost of mangoes, because that was the only variable left. Scenario 2. Children now want papayas and guavas. So mother buys 4 papayas and 5 guavas for rupees 65 and father buys 4 papayas and 10 guavas for rupees 90 from the same shop. Here we are seeing the same shop because we want to drive home the point that the rates of the fruits are going to be the same in both the equations. So the equation for mother would be 4 papayas and 5 guavas for 65 and father would be 4 papayas and 10 guavas for 90. Again, we don't know the rates of individual fruits and we need to find those rates. So like before, we again do the subtraction. So 4 papayas would cancel out. We will get 5 guavas is equal to 25 rupees. So we get the rate of 1 guava. So here if you see, papayas would get eliminated. Once we have the rate of guavas, we can get the rate of papayas. So what is your observation in both the scenarios? Why did the apples in the first scenario and the papayas in the second scenario get eliminated? So in both the cases, the fruits that got eliminated, that is the apples here and the papayas here, were of the same quantity. So what will happen if the quantities are not the same? Can we still solve them? So we'll take another example. Mother buys 10 mangoes and 2 apples for 224 rupees, and father buys 5 mangoes and 3 apples for 136 rupees. So here the quantities of the items are not the same in the two equations. So either we wanted the quantity of mangoes to be same or of the apples to be same, but here none of that is true. So if we subtract one from the other, the two items will still remain and will not be able to find the solution. So what is to be done here? Can you find out a solution for this? So if you ask father to get the same quantity of fruits again and from the same shop, then can you think what will happen? So if you see, the equation for father would get changed. Father had initially purchased 5 mangoes and 3 apples and paid 136 rupees. Now since we are asking him to get the same quantity of fruits again, his new equation would be, he would have purchased 10 mangoes and 6 apples for 272 rupees. So what we are doing is, we are actually multiplying the left hand side and the right hand side of the equation for father by 2. Now I think it would be very easy for you to solve this. So what we did here, that we made the quantity of one of the fruits the same, so that we could eliminate that fruit by carrying out a subtraction. So subtracting the first equation from the second, we get 4 apples, that is 6 apples minus 2 apples is equal to 48 rupees, that is 272 minus 224. So this gives us the rate of apples, that is 12. And then substituting this value in the one of the equations, we get the rate of mangoes as 20. So now coming to the equations we started with, here x and y are the variables, that is our fruits, and the numbers attached to them plus 4, plus 2, plus 5, plus 3 are the coefficients of the variables, that is the quantity of fruits in our examples. So now can we see if we can solve this by trying to force one of the coefficients to be equal. So we need to make the coefficients of one of the variables equal so that it can be eliminated. So which one would you choose? So say we want to eliminate the variable y. The coefficients of y are 2 and 3, and to get the same coefficient we need to take the LCM of 2 and 3. So 6 is that number. And how do we change the coefficient of y to 6? We multiply the first equation by 3 and the second equation by 2. So the new equations would be 12x plus 6y is equal to 312 and 10x plus 6y is equal to 272. Now again we have seen such equations before, right? So can you try to solve them now? So subtracting one from the other, we get 2x is equal to 40, which gives us x is equal to 20, and substituting this value in one of the equations, we get y is equal to 12. So can you guess the name of this method to solve linear equations in two variables? So we have discovered indeed one of the methods for solving linear equations, right? So what did we do? We eliminated the variable that had the same coefficient in the two equations, and in case the coefficients were not equal, we made them equal and then eliminated the variable. So eliminated, made them equal. Can you guess the method from these words? So the method is the method of elimination by equating coefficients. Nice discovery, right? So now what if the coefficients are negative? We will see that in the next video.